Oh, a light carrier. What? No way, dude.
Well, there goes nothing.
Hey everybody, welcome back to our very first Starsector playthrough. We're going in completely blind. We don't have any goals in this playthrough other than to learn the game enough, essentially, to make some goals to challenge ourselves, because we like to challenge ourselves. So thank you guys all so much for your continued support on this series. You guys have all been so amazing. Just a super shout out to you guys, Quasar and everyone who's been kind of chiming in, really just giving me tips, right? I appreciate that you guys are not spoiling anything and that you wait to give me tips until after you've seen me get something completely wrong. Like, I'm totally cool with that. Like, I really appreciate that. Keep bringing it. I'm loving it, guys. I'm having a ton of fun making this. And if you're new to the channel and you're a fan of awesome sauce, feel free to subscribe for your daily dose. So let's get back into it, guys. Oh, let me read the tips. I'm going to read the tips every time until I know what the heck I'm doing. So lower your shields to dissipate hard flux generated by taking shield damage. Seems like my cat has actually woken up. She's going to come over and say hi. Hopefully we'll hear her. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at, I think if I hit E, yep, we'll go up here and we can look at this quest here. Stabilize the jump points. Go to the ship. I just have to remind myself of what we're doing because I was going crazy making some Kenshi mods yesterday, trying to get set up for the next couple playthroughs that I'm working on. And just so my mind was completely on that. I almost forgot what we were doing here. So go to the ship graveyard around Tetra and recover as many ships as possible. Bring extra crew to man the recovered ships and extra supplies to help restore their combat readiness. Okay, and I think we do, how do I check that? Oh, crew and cargo looks like down here. I for inventory, I guess. Yeah, so we did bring extra crew. We got 140 crew. I don't know that we brought extra supplies. I have no idea like how many supplies we actually really needed for that. Let's see. I think there was a way to check. Was it under command? Yeah, okay. So here I wanted to show you. Here's a tip that when I was trying to figure out like what we needed or how many supplies we needed, etc. Quasar gave me a really cool tip about being able to check your income, right? So if you hit this, if you go down to command and then, or D, so I guess if we hit D, that will, here, if I hit escape, hit D, yeah, so that'll bring that up. And then if you hit 3, it'll show us, oh, I don't have any income. I guess this is for the last month, so I thought this was going to show us exactly like what we were going to get currently, but I don't see it. Okay, we don't have any colonies or anything. Maybe it'll show us at that point. So maybe some further tips are needed on that one, because I thought that we could look at our sort of like incomes, like our income and outgoing, and sort of our net income, but it doesn't look like it's actually showing us for our current setup. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Something that I didn't do in the how do I I wanted to be able to zoom in. I don't see how we can do that, because usually when I hit tab it'll sort of show us the command interface, but it looks like it's just bringing up the map. Maybe once we're in combat it will, but what I was doing is holding down control and then drawing a box. But I didn't really tell you that. Next time we get into combat, I'll try to remember to do that. I don't think anything else. I don't think we needed to go over anything else. We still have that on. We're still doing a hard burn. What's going on here? Okay. I guess we were just flying randomly in some direction, maybe because I had the mouse pointed that direction. So I hit A to get going down here. Wait, whoa. Whoa. Oh, we got a bunch of experience. Okay, so I was seeing this all pop up over here. We're getting a bunch of experience for discovering a bunch of derelict ships. Oh, and as far as ships go, I should mention this really quick before I continue, because I have a lot of reading to do. That's one thing this game definitely is heavy on, is the reading. I don't know if it has less reading after the tutorial's over. We'll certainly see. I don't mind it. Hopefully you guys don't mind hearing my incredible voice. So, yeah, as far as ships go, like I really... I didn't get a chance to do this in my last Kenshi series, but my first Kenshi series and hopefully every Kenshi series going forward, I'd really like to get people involved, right? Like I said, Christopher Ott is one of my favorite YouTubers for that reason, and a lot of people do this too. I know Sabouts definitely does it. Rodamont, you know, all the people I like to watch for Kenshi. getting people involved through storytelling. So, and it looks like one of the ways I can do that in this game is to let people be captains, I believe, and also ships. So I'd really like, if you'd like to be a part of this series, let me know, like, your captain's name or your ship's name. And I don't really know the exact details, right? Because I don't really know this game that well and I don't really know how that works. But I think you can have a ship named after you or a captain named after you or both, right? If there's enough people, we'll need to kind of split them up. But I have a feeling, since I'm such a small YouTuber right now, that really like each person will get their own ship and their own captain of that ship. So let me know if any of the ships that we have right now, if you'd like that to be your current ship. Obviously we'll upgrade ships as time goes by and I'll replace them. But for now, just if you want to be a captain or you want to have a ship named after you, let me know. Let me know what the ship name should be and what your captain's name should be. Okay, let's see. Your fleet approaches Tetra. You have full survey data for this planet. Ruined cities can be found across the surface of Tetra, spilling from their broken hearts, pitted roadways, and crumbling mag rail lines to the skeletons of factories, aquaponics domes. I don't know if that's like hydroponics, but that might have been easier to say, unless they're different. If they are, forgive me for being presumptuous. And comm towers. While long-term exploitation of the resources in these ruins requires a colony, a salvage team can conduct a search for anything of immediate value. Okay, so long-term exploitation of the resources. Okay, so we could establish a colony here, it sounds like. That's cool. We haven't gotten into any of that stuff, but if we're not ready to establish a colony, it looks like we can just use a salvage team. Okay. Explore the ruins. We're looking for these derelict ships. Oh, we brought 140 crew, but it looks like it requires 230. So, if you recall last time, we actually took a bunch of extra crew because we were trying to increase the amount, like the percentage, right? Because last time we didn't have enough crew to get full credit either. And we didn't bring nearly enough heavy machinery. Look at that. So we need a bunch more heavy machinery. So we're really not going to get nearly as much as we could if we had brought 80 plus machinery and 230 plus crew. I think our max crew, though, is 180. So we couldn't have done that anyway. So maybe we should have filled up on crew. Let's see. Okay. So let's begin salvage operations. Why not? Okay. We got some fuel. Looks like we can definitely use that fuel. Oh, yeah, because we have more ships now. Whoa, what is all this? These are that's a launcher blueprint. Cool. I don't know what any of this stuff is. Volatiles, rare isotopes of lighter elements, such as deuterium, with critical applications in fuel production and other advanced industrial processes. Okay, nice. So I wonder if these are similar to the things that we'll get if we were to establish a colony here. Like if we could mine these for a continuous amount of time. A Locust short-range missile launcher. Cool. It's an anti-small craft. Range 1400, damage 200 times 40. I need to start really paying more attention to like the numbers here because I'm so new to this game that I don't really know how that 200 times 40 compares to anything else, right? So over time, I'll be able to sort of familiarize myself with how different weapons compare to each other. What is this? An ion cannon, a suppression weapon, small energy. What is this? Ordnance points 18. Oh, interesting. I don't really know what those are, but maybe actually each weapon that you use has a certain weight, right? Like you only get a certain number of ordnance points per ship. I'll have to check on that and look at my ships here in a minute. EMP damage 400, okay. And then I think these were 200 each, but they have 40. So I wonder if it shoots a cluster of 40 missiles at a time. Or if it has a total of 40 missiles, I'm not really sure. Limited ammo, 600, so it holds 600 ammo. So it looks like it can fire 40 at a time, like per salvo. Cool. Oh, and it tells you a DPS. I like that. That's nice. So there must be a cooldown time that's pretty significant. Burst size of 40. Refire delay in seconds, so about 9 seconds. Cool. So we can fire about 40 missiles every 9 seconds, and then this fires... it fires every half a second. But it does, 25 damage per shot, it looks like. Oh, and then EMP damage. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Medium range energy cannon that delivers an electromagnetic pulse and can quickly disable enemy systems and engines. So EMP damage must affect systems and shut them down. Okay. Cool. That's pretty neat. All right. Yeah, and what other blueprints? Luddic Church blueprint. I don't know what that is. Collection of hacks, aftermarket modification specs that enables heavy industry to construct hulls, being Luddic Church bearing. Luddic Church church markings. I guess these are fact. Oh, there we go. Ship hulls. That's what it gives us. Buffalo LC class freighter. I don't know what LC is. Maybe that's like Luddic Church, I would imagine that is probably. And then a Lasher class frigate and a Hound class combat freighter. I don't know how good any of those are, but we'll go ahead and take all those for sure. I wonder if can we just right click on it to learn? Yeah, cool. Looks like we can. I wonder if we should sell this stuff instead of learning it, but I don't think so. I think I'm just going to learn everything that we don't have yet. Even if I don't know if it's any good, just so we kind of have it, right? I may not buy any blueprints, but I think the ones that we get as drops. What is this? This is insulated engine assembly. Ship sensor profiles reduced by 50%. Oh, okay, cool. So I wonder if this is like an upgrade. It's a mod spec. Okay. Increases the durability of the ship's engines by 100%. Cool. I have no idea if that's better than what we have installed, but it sounds good. Cyclone Reaper launcher blueprint, right? This is the other one we saw. Dual launcher system capable of launching a torpedo barrage, devastating to slow ships that can't move out of the way in time. That could be cool against bigger ships, I suppose. Maybe we can make some kind of strike vehicle or fast strike ship. Don't know. We definitely want all of the fuel. Might as well take all the supplies. We're obviously short. Oh, sorry. We're not short on supplies. We're short on these heavy machinery. And then these were the volatiles. Seeing remote price data. Various colonies requires being within range of a functional comm relay. Okay. That's actually pretty cool. It's kind of like an X in a way. You put up satellites, right? We'll grab that. What are these? These are organics, right? We looked at these already. They're not worth a whole lot. They're worth about the same amount as metals. We got plenty of cargo room still. Let's go ahead and take this SRM launcher. I think the next time we go back to a base, we should definitely take a look at all these weapons and see if there's anything we want to add to our ships that will kind of improve their performance. Because I need to start getting more familiar with like what's good. You know, like in BattleTech, like if I get a drop in a mission, I know immediately, like, should I put that on one of my mechs or not? Whereas in this game, like, it's going to take me a while, I think, to get familiar. So this is for making like food, biotech, life support. Cool. Okay. So it looks like it's kind of a crafting material potentially. Doesn't look like it's worth very much. But we might be, yeah, we're definitely up there in terms of cargo at this point. So that took a big chunk of our cargo space. I don't think we're establishing a colony right now. So we discovered a derelict ship. Now, how do we deal with that? Do we have something? We probably don't need our burn going right now. Pick through a debris field. Huh. Closer inspection may yield salvage or a recovery operation. Oh, cool. So we just need to go next to it. So a derelict wolf class frigate. Oh, that's actually one of the blueprints we just got, right? For the Luddic Church. Okay, cool. Let's explore that. It is battered, though. Determining whether it's recoverable or not will require closer examination. Let's go ahead and explore. Oh, look at that. It's just sort of like a beat-up ship. D class. I don't know what the classes are. I don't know if if it goes to like D and then goes all the way to A and like the closer to the beginning of the alphabet the letter is, the better. I'm not really sure. So I guess we'll see as we find more ships. And whether there's S class and double S class or whatever, you know, I don't really know at this point. We'll see. It's kind of fun to learn this stuff with you guys. I really appreciate you guys like helping me out, you know, and exploring it. Let's see. Salvage crews boarding the wreck discover that many essential systems are undamaged and the ship could be restored to basic functionality. If not recovered, the ship will be scuttled and any fitted weapons and fighter LPCs will be retrieved. Let's consider ship recovery. Let's see how this works. Okay. 45. Okay, so we got plenty of crew. Wait, what is 45 needed for ships in the fleet. 43 supplies available. Okay, so we don't need any supplies. Oh, and it looks like, so I think these little ticks here, let's see if we can hit F1. Yeah. Okay, so if we look down at the bottom where it says hull mods, it's got a compromised hull and a faulty power grid. So what those are is essentially mods that are not good. They're junk. So, or I don't know if they're junk, but I don't know if that's the right word to use, but they are essentially making the ship worse. So what I was thinking in the last episode when we were afraid to fight those pirates because they had, 2 ticks and 1 tick on their ship, those are actually mods that make the ship perform worse. So we don't need to be scared of that necessarily. Probably just the ship type is more important, I would imagine. At least the orange ones. Maybe there's different colors, but at least the orange ones themselves. Oh, okay. And I actually didn't even have to hit F1. It looks like right underneath where it says name unknown and Wolf D class frigate, we see something that says lasting damage. And then there's compromised hull and faulty power grid. So those two are the mods that this ship has, which make it worse. Okay, cool. Yeah, why don't we just try to recover? Oh, I see. Okay. I was confused by the fact that it wasn't saying it needed anything, but it looks like if we select it and we set it as a recover target, it's telling us it needs 10 to repair the recovered ships, and it needs 15 crew to recovered ships. So right now we need 45 ships in our fleet, or 45 crew for our total fleet. Once we add this, we'll need an additional 15, which will bring us up to 60, which is what we have here. So that's cool. Let's go ahead and try to recover this bad boy. Okay. Oh, cool. And it just tells us it's ours. It says the ISS Tidius. Tidius. It's such a clean ship, guys. Great. Okay, so the ISS Tidius is now part of your fleet. Cool. Let's go ahead and leave. Awesome. Oh, look at this. This is a destroyer. A Buffalo Mark II. What else? We got a freighter. Tarsus. I love that it's named Tarsus. I have no idea if you'll ever watch these videos, Tarsus. You know who you are if you're watching. And anybody who watches Kenshi knows who you are too. But if he does, that'd be cool to have a ship that's a Tarsus class. Why not? And I'm guessing that it has a doctor on board and it can travel through time. So, oh, there's another frigate. Okay, I'm guessing that the destroyer is a heavier ship than a light carrier. What? No way, dude. All right. So what do we got here? We need. Oh yeah, right, because that's being repaired. I say we try to grab a destroyer. Which destroyer to get? I don't know. Hammerhead sounds awesome. I don't know if it's any good, but we're going to go for it. Let's do it, guys. And I just left-clicked to set a course for that specifically, so that seems to work. A derelict Hammerhead class destroyer drifting through space. It is showing signs of damage, though determining whether it's recoverable or not will require closer examination. Okay, let's explore. Oh, God, look at that thing. It's also a D class, it looks like. But it is a destroyer, so I think it's a bigger ship. It's stronger than a frigate. I may not be correct on that, but I'm just guessing here that I think destroyers are probably bigger than and take more crew than a frigate. Let's see. Salvage crews boarding the wreck discover that many essential systems are undamaged and the ship could be restored to basic functionality. If not recovered, the ship will be scuttled and any fitted weapons and fighter LPCs will be retrieved. Pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and consider ship recovery. Again, it looks like it has 2 D mods on it, or whatever they're called. Lasting damage, erratic fuel injector, and structural damage. I don't know if those are something that we can repair. I'm not really sure. I think we're just going to take as many ships as we can, and then salvage, and then salvage the rest of them. Let's see. Oh, what's this all about? So there's some red up here. So we need 35 to repair the recovered ships over time. I kind of feel like this is... Okay, let's see what it says here. Available supplies and projected supply cost to repair all recovered ships along with ships in your fleets that already need repairs or combat readiness recovery. Inexact due to uncertain conditions of recovered ships. Supplies will be consumed gradually as ships undergo repairs and recovery. Okay. And it looks like it's going to take 50 crew to recover that ship, so I say we try to recover it and see what happens. The ISS Zuthus is now part of your fleet. Okay, let's go ahead and leave. All right. I sort of feel like at this point we should just be salvaging these guys. We're low on fuel compared to our capacity. Actually, oh, you know what I should have done, guys? If we leave... Okay, cool. So it didn't get rid of it. I'm going to wait to salvage that last. So we're going to go to these other frigates, I think, and explore this. Okay. So it looks like we can't recover it, but this is cool. This is the first time we've ever had like 100% recovery or salvage chance, right? So we've got 100% heavy machinery available because we've got 140 and we only need 30. And we need, or sorry, that's crew. And then heavy machinery, we need 10 and we've got 34. So we don't get any bonuses for salvaging skill yet. I think I'm certainly interested in doing that because we are kind of starting out as a salvager in this playthrough, and I'd really like that to be our expertise, right? I do want to be combat ready and combat capable, but I really want to focus on, you know, making sure that we are engineers and we can really maximize our salvaging effectiveness and kind of use that to be part of our business model to make money. I don't know if it's any good or not, but I think I'd like to try that. So we've got 10% fleet-wide salvaging capability and ×1 crew available. I'm not really sure what. Oh, right, because we have enough crew, now we're getting ×1 instead of times 0.64x or whatever. Okay, cool. Let's begin salvage operations. We definitely need the fuel, that's for sure. We might as well take these supplies. And we've got cargo space now, plenty of it, so let's take that. All right, let's go ahead and confirm and continue by hitting G. And this is another destroyer. Let's see what it takes to salvage a destroyer. I want to try to get that carrier if we can. Explore, okay. So we need 30 again and 10. Looks like we're good to go. Let's go ahead and begin salvage operations. Definitely some more fuel, a little bit of metal, and some more supplies. Not a whole lot of stuff. We're not getting a whole lot of stuff here. I thought it was saying we were going to get LPCs, but I haven't seen any so far. Now, a tanker. What is this? Let's go ahead and explore. Salvage crews boarding the wreck discover that many essential systems are undamaged in the ship. Okay, so we can recover it. Let's go ahead and consider ship recovery. And then if we don't... Wait, what happens? Because it was saying if we don't recover it, we'll get supplies, or LPCs, but I don't see how to do that. So how would we be able... It looks like we would be able to salvage it. We have enough supplies, and we have plenty of crew. I don't know that we want to salvage it, though. I don't want to salvage it. Not now. What happens? Oh, okay, cool. So if we hit not now, it will let us actually begin salvage operations. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't know if that's the right choice, but I feel like I want more supplies so that we have enough for that carrier. And maybe some LPCs. Oh, look at that. Yeah, cool. So we got 2 Vulcan cannons. Those are 500 DPS with a range of 250. Cool. They have poor accuracy, but an excellent turn rate. Okay. Looks like they're consuming 20 flux per second. So 500 DPS, but it looks like they're pretty short range. They're a point defense system. Let's go ahead and grab those. And a swarm SRM launcher. So that has a range of 1,000. I don't remember what the other SRM launcher we found had. Oh, but guess what? It's right here, guys. So we could probably check, right? Not the ion cannon. This guy, the Locust SRM. So 1,400, and then it's got a damage per second of 899. Okay, the damage per second on that thing is trash by comparison. But it only shoots 4 missiles at a time, and the ordnance points is 4, whereas this is 18. So this is almost 5 times as much of a requirement on ordnance points. But the DPS, if I were to multiply this by 5, would only be around 206 or 270. So seems like maybe this, if we could fit one of these guys, would be a lot better. But I mean, we're gonna take it either way, right? Grab these, grab the heavy machinery and the fuel. We still have plenty of fuel capacity, and we'll grab the supplies as well. Cool. Here's a freighter. And then we got a shuttle. Yeah, let's go ahead and salvage this bad boy. Take all that. I guess we could just hit R to take all when we know we're going to take everything. We've got about 113 remaining on our cargo bay, or on our cargo bays in the entire fleet. Let's go ahead and explore. Yeah, let's go ahead and salvage that. And we'll hit R to take all and then G to continue. Cool. Let's fly down here and now take a look at this. Oh, there's one more up here maybe. Yeah, there's another kite class shuttle. Let's go ahead and salvage this bad boy. Consider ship recovery. What would it take to recover? I don't know that I want to do that. I don't think I want to take a shuttle. I guess I could look at it before deciding. Hull integrity, 900, armor plate, armor rating 150. It's got a hull mod that's not a D mod. It's got a civilian grade hull, so it has an upgrade that makes the hull a little better, it looks like. I can't really mouse over to see what that actually does, so when we get more familiar with it, we'll know. Increased maintenance, so it looks like it takes more to maintain it, and unreliable subsystems. I'm kind of wondering if maybe it's worth more if we, if we sell it. But I think what we're going to do is actually go ahead and just salvage it. Get some more. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Harpoon medium range missile. Primary role finisher. I don't know what that means, but, it's like coming in and executing people. Damage type is high explosive, so it looks like that does a lot more damage to armor and less damage to shields. That makes sense. It's like a kinetic weapon. Let's see. DPS. Does it even tell me? It doesn't seem like it tells me the DPS. Huh. Doesn't say. Oh, it has limited ammo. 3. It carries 3 ammo. So it's like a dumbfire missile launcher or something, maybe? Can't tell if it's dumbfire or not, like if it locks or whatever. High payload. Guided missile rack. Okay, so it is guided. It just does a lot of damage, but it's only got 3 shots. And it's got a 2500 range. Okay, cool. Man, I have no idea what kind of builds are any good in this game at all. Got a dual autocannon there. Looks like it is 143 DPS out at a range of 600, so it's less DPS than, was it these guys? Right, it's about a third of the DPS, but it has a much better range, which makes sense. Okay. And then a salamander MRM. I think we already had one of those on one of our ships. Now, I don't know what it means when see how there's that sort of green outline on the diamond shape that sort of represents the icon of the weapon. I don't know if that's like telling me something specific. Is that like the quality of the item? Because it looks like this one has a blue circle. This one has like, a diamond with another diamond inside of it. Or maybe that's the weapon type. Anti-shield, finisher, small missile. So it looks like those are both diamonds and they both say small missile. So maybe it's the type of weapon. Okay. And then this guy is also a small missile. So I'm guessing that's probably it. Looks like this has EMP damage on it, which is good for disabling ships, I believe, if I'm understanding that right. And it's got a 25-second reload timer. So it does almost all EMP damage. Basically, that's just probably for piracy, I guess, like knocking people out and taking their ships. I'm not sure. We'll take all of that. Okay, we'll go ahead and continue. And now we've got this last ship, which is a light carrier. Now, if we can, I want to grab this guy. I feel like we've grown our fleet. Like, if this actually works, I feel like maybe we've grown our fleet pretty quickly here. I don't know if that's a good thing, because we got to make money, right, to support the fleet, I'd imagine. We can always sell ships, I think, though. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, let's consider ship recovery. Let's see what happens. Oh. Yeah, so that seems like we don't have the we can't sustain that. So I think we're going to pass on this and just salvage it and see what we get. Whether or not that's the right call, I don't know, guys. But essentially, you know, let me know if that's definitely a mistake. Let's see, what do we get? We get, cool. So this is an LPC. Wait, no. Oh, LPC must be the actual, like, physical version of it. So this is the blueprint, but if we no, it says Talon LPC. Okay. Yeah, so that will allow us to unlock, it looks like, a Vulcan cannon and the Swarm SRM launcher, Swarmer SRM launcher. So, oh wait, no. That's a ship. This is an interceptor. Takes 1 crew, has 2 ordnance points. Aha! So that is ordnance points. So each ship definitely does have a certain number of ordnance points, and you have to fit all your weapons within that total sum, I would imagine. So if we have a ship that has 2 ordnance points, you know, for instance, we can't put one of these guys on it because that takes 4 ordnance points. So probably not even that one. Where's those light Vulcan cannons or whatever? Okay, not even that one. I thought we had one that had less, but I guess not. So there's probably a type of weapon, you know, that has 1 or 2 ordnance points on it, and we'd have to put one of those on this ship. Cool. So let's go ahead and learn that, and I think that will allow us to make these interceptors. I don't seem to be able to right-click on this one. Maybe that's not a blueprint that we learn the same way we learned the other ones. This might be something that we actually need to... Oh, it's a limited production chip. That's what an LPC stands for. A limited production chip. So essentially this LPC, I believe, will allow us to craft a certain number of these, kind of like blueprints in EVE Online. Now, how many will it let us make? Maybe it'll only let us make 1. I'm not really sure. I'm looking to see if I can see something in here. I don't see anything in here that says how many times we can use this to make something. So maybe it is only once, right? Like each time we use one of these, that'll allow us to make one of these Talon fighters, these Talon interceptors. Okay, so let's take some more of this heavy machinery and more fuel. So we're getting up to the point where we're doing good on fuel. Okay, and then we'll take these supplies. Cool. All right, so we've salvaged everything. Now, what do we need to do next here? Let's hit E. What does it say? Return to the station commander, Shanthira Quill. Okay, with the ships. Okay, so let's do that. Let's just hit S, zoom in here, and right-click on Ankyra. I don't know if it's the orbital station or the planet that we need to be going to. And then we can engage our burn. Oh, I don't need to hit that twice. Okay, cool. Hard burn, people. Full speed. Here we go. Okay, so we got repairs completed on our fleet. Looks like we still have one that's not quite done. Still at 63%. I wonder if it's not going to go up at all. Not really sure. All right. Let's go ahead and open the comm directory and talk to our contact. Ooh, we're at 10 out of 100, guys. We're getting up in the world. Moving up in the world, getting up in the world, I don't know. Getting up in the world, is that like waking up? You know, after you have your coffee, you get ready to command your starships. All right, your fleet approaches Ankara Research Facility. Your fleet transmits identification codes via the transponder, and you're soon granted docking clearance. Opening the comm directory, you connect to the local comm directory and browse the public and otherwise known listings. You transmit comms IDs. Wait for the system to establish connection. I think some of this we've already read before, so I'll try to stop reading the stuff I've already read to you guys. Let's see. Welcome back. A bunch of rust buckets, aren't they? Yes, they are. But there are rust buckets, damn it. Put some weapons on them, get a proper refit done, and with a dedicated crew, they'll do all right. It's no worse than what the pirates have got, at any rate. That's true. We did see many of those orange bars on the pirate ships, didn't we? Oh, I'm already excited to do a pirate playthrough, dude. Seriously, I am super stoked. I loved playing pirates in X. I loved it, so I'm looking forward to it. Oh wow. Okay, here we go. Speaking of weapons, Yeah, I was just about to talk to you about that. Not much to buy on the open market, but we have some stores. Okay. Like stores I could buy from, like a store, or like just somewhere where you're storing items and you're going to give them to me because you love me so much. Hopefully the latter. Let's see. I've already ordered local storage space to be assigned to you, and some suitable weapons transferred there. Oh, cool! So it's like our bank in hegemony space or something, or on this planet. Ankira? Yeah, Ankira. I don't know. Let me know how you pronounce it in the comments so I can start to get it right, or I'll just keep saying it however. But I'd love to know how you think it's pronounced. If you're a veteran of this game, or you know where that word comes from, maybe it comes from something. I've already use them to outfit your new ships. Make sure you've got enough crew for a full complement on every ship, and then break the rogue miner defenses at the inner jump point. I wonder if we took one too little ships because it was designed to give us a certain number. I don't know. I don't think so, guys, because I think we took all the ones we could. Once this conversation is, maybe we could have bought more crew and then gone back for it. I don't know. Once this conversation is over, press R to open the refit screen. After selecting a specific ship, you can press V to auto fit. Ooh, that's cool. And the ship will be automatically refitted to match using what weapons are available. Oh, that's neat. I like that because I feel like that's going to be super helpful to me as a new player to sort of look at what the game recommends. And I'm sure over time I'll realize how crappy the auto loadouts are compared to what we can do if we optimize, right? Like in Battletech, man, like the standard stock loadouts compared to what I can make, ridiculously underpowered. But they're good enough to start the game. They're plenty good enough to get going. Okay, so R to open refit and then V to auto fit on a specific once you've selected a specific ship. That's good to know. In addition, you have access to local storage at Ankira, and some weapons and supplies have been placed there. To access it, click on the storage button in the trade screen. Okay. I take it you've got the stabilization algorithm then? Correct. These cores seem like they can work miracles sometimes. Let me transmit the results. Good luck to you. If you fail, well, we'll have to send the security force to do the job, and then it could get very messy. It's good to know you were already working on a plan B. Okay, come now. It's not so grim. I have every expectation you'll succeed. As do we, baby, as do we. Or I wouldn't send you. But it's my responsibility as commander to plan for every eventuality, excuse me, and not rely on a miraculous savior. Now, about those miners. The two fleets guarding the jump point will aid each other if you engage one when the other is nearby. So it'll be an easier fight if you manage to separate them first. If you can't, it should still be a fight you can win, though. Okay, so we do want to try to separate them just to kind of practice being strategic. Like pulling, like we do in Kenshi a lot when we're sieging a city. We do that a lot. Copy that. I'll be back there. I'll be back here when the job's done. Okay. Let's see. Buy shell or refit. Okay, let's hit R. Okay, when refitting a ship while docked at a space station, you can mount both the weapons in your cargo hold and the ones available for purchase at the station. Undoing the changes to the ship's loadout or simply unmounting the purchased weapons will refund the credits used, but only if you haven't navigated away from the refit screen. Okay, cool. So we want to make sure we stay in the refit screen until we're satisfied. So we'll probably do one at a time. So Alcidus, man, this is our combat freighter that we already have. Let's see. And we got this civilian class transport. Oh my God. Oh, look at these. 77 ordnance points, dude. What? Are you kidding me? That's awesome. I still wish I knew what OP was. Next with free OP. What does that mean? OP. I'm frantically looking up here, guys, to see if there's like anything here that has an O or a P, right? So I don't really know. Oh, that's cool. Oh, 12 OP. Ordnance points. Duh. I was literally just saying that right before Right before I was saying, well, what's the next free OP? So kind of funny, like how confusing things are when they don't make sense, and once they make sense, it's like so simple. Okay, so 39 ordnance points. I have no idea if we can fill this. I don't have any clue. I think we'll try to fit the frigate first, and it's cool that it shows us, right? There's no OP on this one. You down with OPP? Okay, let's. I think we have this guy selected right now. If we just hit V. Oh. Oh, cool. That's what it meant by saying select autofit goal variant. So what does that mean? Assault. I wish it would give me a description, and maybe it does somewhere and I'm not seeing it. But I wish it would tell me what that means. Like what's close support, what's overdriven, what's point defense. Now I'm guessing point defense means that it's going to be like, all right, we're taking out fast moving objects like missiles that are, you know, basically coming in and, you know, I don't know how to word that. It's a missile defense platform, right? Or a fighter defense platform. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing overdriven means it goes faster at the you know, cost of shields or something. Close support. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's going to be. I guess we could probably look at what so it's got tactical lasers. Not that I know what those do. Graviton beam. No idea. Harpoon MRMs. Again, I don't know what the harpoon MRMs even do. But. Yeah, I'm guessing this is going to focus more on doing damage up close, and then oh no, I don't know. Maybe close support is actually close range assault. Looks like it's got ion cannons. I don't know what heavy blasters do, but it looks like it's got ion cannons, which I'm guessing do more damage to shields, right? And then knock out systems. Overdriven variant. Sabo SRMs. Yeah, I don't really know, guys. So let's just stop being indecisive and let's get straight into making it upgrade weapons using extra OP. Allow black market purchases. Okay, so it'll prefer that. But I think we'll get in trouble. I don't. That's fine. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Maybe we will get in trouble, and let's find out what happens when we do. These are the default options it gives you, so I'm going to assume that this is what it wants us to. This is what it recommends. So let's do it. What is this? Spend any unused ordnance points on flux vents, capacitors, and essential hull mods. Will not make any changes to weapon loadout. Will not affect ship modules. Should I have bought the weapons first? I don't know. Maybe I should have bought it first. Did I just buy? What did we actually buy on this thing? It'd be nice to see a summary because it looks like it still has these 2 D mods, right? So like how do I look at it? I mean, it certainly looks like I can strip it. I can look at the weapons groups, but I want to look at the loadout, right? I want to see what it looks like while we're in the refit screen. I guess I can just mouse over these to kind of see, but I don't see where it has like mining laser. That's interesting. Tactical laser. Harpoon MRMs. It's got one here, which is the ion cannon, and then a heavy blaster. Oh, I guess these are kind of the stats. I mean, I suppose that's probably good enough to tell us what it's got on it. Yeah, because it tells us the mods. How do we get rid of these? Maybe those are permanent? I'm not really sure. Yeah, I don't really know. And how much does that cost us? Or does it tell us how much that costs anywhere? Am I missing that somewhere? Yeah, I'm not seeing a cost up here. That's okay. And what is this? What is this? Add a hull mod? Oh, yes. It does add hull mods. These are ones that we have in docs. Okay. Well, we can take a look at that at some point. Right now, I just want to auto fit this guy, I guess. Upgrade weapons using extra OP, spend, and this was spend free OP on flux vents, capacitors, and essential hull mods. Will not make any changes to weapon loadout. Okay. Oh, it can't be. Oh, interesting. So it can only be balanced or support. So we'll go with balanced on this one. Cost of ordnance. Wait, what? That's it? What if we upgrade weapons? Doesn't change that? Why not? Prioritizes installing reinforced bulkhead mods, which increases hull integrity and makes a ship virtually certain to be recoverable if lost. Oh, it's like insurance. Woo. Okay. That's kind of cool. Always add blast doors. What does that do? Which increases hull integrity and greatly reduces losses suffered due to hull damage. Okay, cool. I like that. Randomize weapons and hull mods. Only loosely based on the... Okay. Not what I want to do right now, I don't think. So what happens if we confirm this? It's got 1 ordnance point left. So then if we go to refit... This is on flux vents, capacitors, and essential hull mods. Let's do that. It didn't do it at all. What about upgrade? Can we do that? Balanced? No, I didn't do anything. So, what about if we add these guys? Okay, cool. So it did actually change that. It did use them. Okay, cool. So it looks like we're kind of at the point where we're ready to go. Cool. So I mean, we really didn't get any combat or anything in this episode. We got into mostly salvage, figuring out how to salvage new ships, and sort of tinkering with changing their loadouts. We really didn't look at them manually very much, kind of just auto fitting. But that's our first taste of that. That's definitely our first taste. So really, at this point, the next thing we need to do is we need to get over there to the... let's go ahead and leave here. Yeah, I think... Actually, I guess, should we take a look at... Yeah, so I guess the next thing is we need to do, really, we need to look at all the trade goods, right? We need to make sure that our fleet is topped off in terms of supplies and everything we need to go do this mission. And then we need to head over and go and do the actual mission itself, right? So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, guys. We're going to do that in the next episode, so stay tuned, and thank you all so much for watching. I had a ton of fun with you guys today. This was awesome. I'm loving learning this game. It's super complex, at least it feels that way from a new player's perspective. And yeah, thanks for being patient with me. I really appreciate all the wonderful suggestions you guys are giving. And hey, you know what? If you guys had as much fun as I did watching me stumble through this game today, let me know by crushing that like button. And thank you all so much for the support again. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. It really does. It's been a ton of fun having you guys along for the ride and giving me great tips. Love you guys. And as always, I can't wait to see you again for some more gaming shenanigans. Love ya!